So we want to do tenses of verbs, right? So we want to convert from the verb in past tense. We put it in past tense, right? We put it in the present and we put it in the what? In the future. So like the first one, you write what? To tell, right? So in the past tense, you say like I told, right? That is in the what? In the past tense. And then in the present tense, what do you say? The present tense. You say I tell. I tell you. That is the what? The present tense, right? And the future tense, you say, when you're talking about the future tense now, you say, I will tell. Are we together? Are you understanding what we are trying to explain? Right. Right. There is the verb to tell, right? So that verb, if you are saying like if you are now explaining to someone in the past tense, right? You can say, I told Enrique that you should be serious with your what? With your work, right? That statement is a what? Is now in the past tense because you have already told him. Are we together? Right. But then if you are speaking that sentence in the present tense, what is happening now is like I am telling you, right? Do you understand? That is why I say I tell. And then if I am going to tell you in maybe in the next day or in the next hours, I will say I will tell Enrique something. You understand? So that becomes the what? The future tense. So the next verb that you want to talk about is to go. Right? To go. Number two, to go. To go. So what is the past tense of go? Went. So you can write they went. Right? What is the present tense? Go. Yeah, so you can just say they go. And then what is the future tense? Did. Huh? You can say they shall go. You understand? So you can say they shall go. They shall go. So now we want to talk about the verb eating or eat, right? Someone is chowing, is eating, right? So we are saying, what is the past tense? Eat. Right, so you can say he ate, or we can say if she's a lady, she ate. And then what is the present tense? Right, so you can say she eats or she's eating. So you can just say she eats, right? Or he is. And then what is the future? If she's a girl, you say she will eat. Are we together? If he's a boy, you say he will eat. That is the what? The future tense. Right. So I want to talk about the verb find. Maybe you want to find something. Write the word find. That is the verb, right? It's the action word. And then what is the past tense of the word find? Found. Found, right? So you can write I found. And the present tense, the present tense usually doesn't change. It's the word just maybe I find this pen. You understand? That's the present tense. And then the future tense is like the future tense usually would use the word what? Will. You understand? Because it's something that hasn't happened. Right? The future tense is something that hasn't happened. The past tense is something that has already what? Happened. And the present tense is something that is happening right now. For example, you are writing. Are you together? It's the present tense because that's the one thing that you're doing. You are learning. That's the present tense, right? And then if you are going to learn tomorrow, you say you will learn tomorrow. Are we together? So now we want to talk about the word feel, the verb feel. The verb feel. Right. What is the past tense of feel? What is the past tense of feel? Filled. the past tense is felt. So right, you felt. Obviously the present tense is you feel, and the future tense is you will feel. So you can also enter now. You can write the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense, right? And then we want to talk about the word to drive. We want to talk about the word to what? To drive. What is the past tense of drive?
Stop.
Drive. The past tense, not the opposite. Past tense. The past tense of drive is drove. So you can write to drove. I drove, in fact. And then when you are doing it presently, you're saying I drive. You understand? And then if you want to drive maybe later on or in future, say I will drive. Are we together? So that's how you do this